So I think for some reason people think that they only manifest good things in their lives. What you have to understand is that your words are powerful. Your energy is so powerful. You're manifesting even the things that go wrong in your life, and you probably didn't even realize that. So when you're putting something out there like, oh my God, everything is always going wrong. If it isn't one thing, it's another. What you're doing is attracting more of why does everything go wrong? And if it ain't one thing, it's another. You're just getting more of that. So you have to reword the things that are coming out of your mouth to have a more positive spin on it. We all complain. No one is immune to complaining about things that don't go perfect. But instead of saying, if it isn't one thing, it's always another, maybe you could say something like, today isn't the best day, but I know it's going to get better. And that it gives you the opportunity to go ahead and complain, because I think you really feel like you have to get it out of you. But it's also looking forward to the positive that's going to come following the bad thing that happened. And positive things always come. We just tend to forget about them. So I want you to make a conscious effort to focus on how you're wording things when you're saying them, because if you stay in that mindset and you keep projecting the energy of if it's not one thing, it's another, that's what you're going to continue to see in your life. And that's why you feel like you're not a great manifester. Think about how things always work out. Think about the times that you've gotten through those tough times when the things always go wrong. Think about the flip side of that, of how you always make it through. Focus on that. Use your words for the positive, and just kind of stop yourself in the middle of wanting to say that bad thing, because it's deep inside your spirit. And that's the thing. The energy that you're bringing out of you, that's what keeps attracting those things. So by shifting your mindset to seeing the cup half full versus half empty, and using your words to speak on those things that make you feel like the cup is half full, you're going to keep getting more of those things. So don't ever be fooled when you hear people say they manifested all these great things in their lives. Nobody's going around talking about all the negative things or the bad things that they've also manifested, because nobody wants to believe that they're also in control of that. But you're absolutely in control of everything you manifest. Everything that occurs in your life, you brought it on in some form or another. And I'm going to give you a perfect example of how something could be taken as a negative, but depending on how you look at it, it's absolutely a positive. So because I work as a flight attendant, I left my therapy job at the time, because I wasn't in private practice, but I left my job at the time because I was burnt out on therapy. So I decided to become a flight attendant. So I get the job as a flight attendant. I'm working for, going on close to 4.5 years, and I'm starting to get tired. And they say around 5 years, people start to get tired of being a flight attendant. You go through this like a 5-year itch. So anyway, because I was probably hearing that, I was starting to feel that itch come along, but I was really tired of it, and I was honestly contemplating leaving, not because I didn't really like it, but I think I was just burnt out on the schedule that I had at the time. And at 5 years in, you don't have the greatest schedule. So I was contemplating leaving, and that's right around the time that COVID hit. COVID hits, which we know how negative that was for so many people's lives. It potentially could have affected people, losing family members, losing their jobs, losing their home because of finances. However, for me, what COVID did, it gave me an opportunity to take some time off from being a flight attendant. So I was offered a leave, and I took the leave. And so for 1.5 years, I was not flying. And I was also at that time able to get unemployment income. So I used that opportunity and that time to basically reset myself. It gave me an opportunity to then open up my therapy practice and work with a population that I desired to work with, that, I didn't have the opportunity to work with prior to becoming a flight attendant. And it also allowed me the opportunity just to get a break from the schedule while building seniority. And so then going back after that year and a half off from being a flight attendant, I was in a much better position. I got COVID during that time, a couple of times actually. I survived it. It was rough, but it just gave me time to reset. So what turned out to be a negative for so many people, and even, for me, because I was isolated from people that I cared about. I didn't get an opportunity to hang out with friends and do the things that I love and travel and, go all these different places that I was so accustomed to going. So it definitely shifted and changed my life. But I didn't focus on it as a negative thing. It, for me, was a cup half full. And instead of focusing on all the bad things that were coming as a result of COVID taking place, I focused on all the positive things that it allowed me the opportunity to have. So I could have manifested for me, along with many other people in the world. I feel like COVID came about because a lot of people were just in a space of, I need a shift, I need a change, I need something new. And that's what happened as a result. It shut the world down, and it gave people the opportunity to either reset or remove themselves from the situation that was going on. And so, again, that is an example of how something so bad could give you the opportunity to look at it as a positive. And you could take it either way. You could choose to apply it to your life in a way that benefits you or a way that absolutely, completely shuts you down. Look at every opportunity in your life as a positive. Look at everything that happens as the cup half full. Yes, we manifest good and bad, but even the bad doesn't have to be a bad situation for your life. Use it to your advantage. Find out what it's teaching you, what it's saying to you, why it's there, and then utilize it in a way that's going to give you an opportunity to shift. So that's my takeaway for today. Yes, you're manifesting the good and the bad, but the bad doesn't have to break you down. The bad can actually build you up. I'm Joanna M. Cameron. Thank you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like and share the video if you're so inclined, and I will see you again next time. And another thing, go to my description, check out my waitlist for my Dream for You Society. It's opening up. The doors are going to open up for that in January, and I'd love for you to be a part of that so you can manifest your dream life. I'll show you step by step exactly what you need to do. So join the waitlist now, and we'll keep in touch. Bye for now.